In this video, we're going to continue our conversation about quadratic equations. As I told you when we started factoring, not all polynomials are factorable, but all quadratic equations have solutions. So how do you solve a quadratic equation without factoring? Well, there's a formula for that. Before we look at the formula, however, you need a little pre-knowledge about radicals and how to use the calculator. So get your calculator out and get it ready. We also have to learn a new symbol. Here's the new symbol that we have to learn. The symbol indicates that there are two answers, the positive and the negative. It's read plus or minus, as in 3 plus or minus 2. That means 3 plus 2 is 5 and 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay? All right. Now we're ready to talk about radicals. So here is your first radical. All right. To type this into the calculator, you would type in 2. You have to type it in as two separate problems because that's what this symbol means. 2 plus, to get the radical symbol, you use seconds square and then 50 and then press enter. Now, since this is an irrational number, you're going to have to round off your answer, so we'll just round our answers to the nearest hundredth. The second answer then would be 2 minus second square 50, enter, and then you round to the nearest to 2 decimal places. Okay? Now, this takes a little practice, but it's relatively easy. So you try this next one on your own. Okay? You should have gotten for answers 15.91 and negative 27.91. All right, now we're going to get a little harder. In this one, you're going to have to do the top first. So just like we did on this one up here, you do 4 plus the square root of 592. Then you have to press enter before you divide by 16. If you don't press enter, then the calculator is only going to divide the radical by 16. And according to the vinculum, we want the whole thing divided by 16. Okay? So you type that in your calculator, and you should have gotten approximately 1.77. Okay, now go ahead and do the other one. 4 minus the square root of 592, enter divided by 16. And you should have gotten negative 1.27. Okay? All right, we're going to bump it up one more step. In this particular case, before we can actually do the square root, we have to find what the radical is. Okay, so I'm going to first of all simplify this inside. And then I'm ready to type it into the calculator. 1 plus the square root of this equals 129. Enter divided by 8. And then you do 1 minus the square root of 129. Enter divided by 8. And you should have gotten for an answer 1.54 and negative 1.29. Okay? Now I want you to pause the video and try to do the entire process on your own. Okay, so there's the problem that I want you to do. Okay, you did it correctly. This is what you should have gotten. First of all, you do the inside, then you do the outside, and then you round. Okay? These are all irrational answers, which is why you have to round them. All right? Okay, now we are ready for the quadratic formula. This is mandatory note number 1, the quadratic formula. There's a song for it, but you can Google it. I'm not going to sing it to you. If we were in class, I would, but I'm not going to put that on a video. By the way, the quadratic formula works 100% of the time on all quadratic equations. So if you're not good at factoring, or you don't like factoring, or you never quite got the hang of it, then my suggestion is just learn the quadratic formula, okay, and use it because it works every single time. Factoring is a little faster, but quadratic formula works 100% of the time. Okay? All right, we've got the formula written down. Now we're going to go to mandatory note number 2, which is the procedure. Okay, so pause the video, write down your steps. Okay, here we go. Step 1 is write the problem. Now you'll notice the problem I gave you is not in standard form. Standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So step 2, we have to make sure it's in standard form. Now that means it's got to be in that order. The square term, then the linear term, then the constant term. All right, and it's got to be equal to 0. All right, so to fix this problem, I'm going to have to move the 5x over to the left and put it in the middle. So it looks like that. All right. Now, I suggest very strongly you do step number 3. A lot of people like to skip it, but I don't agree with skipping it. All right, I think you need to identify A, B, and C. So in this case, A is 1, B is -5, and C is 6. Now, we're simply going to take that A, B, and C, and we're going to plug them back into the formula. Okay, the formula's up here at the top for you to see. So we're going to do our plug. Now, I want you to notice the formula has a negative B. Well, if B is already negative, then that means I have a negative negative, which turns this front number positive. That's a hard one to get. So you need to pay attention to that. Okay, I've got a negative in the formula, negative in the number, 2 negatives make a positive. Okay, plus or minus. Now, right here, this says B squared. I suggest very strongly that you go ahead and square that number. I also need to remind you when you square a negative, it always comes out positive. So this number right here will never be negative. If it is, you're going to mess up. Okay, so 5 times 5 is 25, minus 4. 4 comes from the formula. A is 1, C is 6, then divided by 2, and again A is 1. So that's my plug. Now, we've already practiced this, so you already know what to do. First of all, you're going to chug the inside. All right, so if I chug this inside, I get 1. Now we're going to pick up our calculator and chug the outside. So you're going to type in 5 plus the square root of 1, enter, divided by 2, and then 5 minus the square root of 1, enter, divided by 2. And your two answers would be 3 and 2. Now, because my answers came out nice integers, I know that this problem was factorable. So I could have done it by factoring, right? Which just goes to show you that quadratic formula does work 100% of the time. Okay? All right, let's try it again. Doesn't become yours till you practiced it a little bit. Okay. Problem is already in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c. So we can skip that step. So we're ready now to do A is 1, B is -2, C is -8. There's my plug. Notice once again, B is -2. So -2 is a positive 2, plus or minus. -2 times -2 is 4. Minus 4 comes from the formula. A is 1, C is -8, over 2 times A is 1. Chug the inside. And now we're going to chug the outside. So 2 plus the square root of 36, enter, divided by 2. 2 minus the square root of 36, enter, divided by 2. And my answers are 4 and -2. Okay? All right, I want you to pause the video and try one on your own. There's one for you to try on your own. Once again, this one you had to set up. So we had to move our 14 over. All right? A is 5, B is -33, C is -14. So a negative negative is a positive 33. 33 times 33 is 1089, minus 4 from the formula. A is 5, C is -14, divided by 2 times A is 5. All right? That's our inside. Now we're going to chug our outside. 33 plus the square root of 1369, enter, divided by 10 is 7. 33 minus the square root of 1369, enter, divided by 10 is -0.4. Now, so far all three of these have been factorable, but remember, this works on every quadratic, so it works on the ones that are not factorable as well. All right? This next one I don't believe is factorable. All right, you try that one on your own. Okay, if you did it correctly, that's what you should have gotten. A is 2, B is 4, C is -7. Okay, here's a good example. See, the 4 is positive in this one, so we have just one negative up here, which makes this a -4. Plus or minus 4 squared is 16, minus 4 from the formula. A is 2, C is -7, divided by 2 times A is 2. Okay? Chug the inside, you get 72, so we've got -4 plus the square root of 72, enter, divided by 4. And you'll notice my answer is irrational, so I have to round off to 2 decimal places. -4 minus the square root of 72, enter, divided by 4, -3.12. Right? That's all there is to the quadratic formula. It's just like a formula. It's just plug and chug. So if you don't want to factor or you don't like factoring, remember quadratic formula works 100% of the time. Your assignment is quadratic formula. It's posted on Classroom, and hope you have a good day.